What is up, guys? So thank you for joining me in another video. Today I thought I would talk a little bit about the new Chloe event. I know there are probably a lot of feelings out there with this event happening right after the Clan Festival. But you know, it's probably just a way for 433 to force people to spend money if you're really interested in the new Chloe. But I thought I'd just kind of highlight the new packages, and there is actually one hidden Chloe. I don't know if you've seen this. I think I saw a Reddit post on this as well. But there's a hidden Chloe, and I'll talk a little bit about that after we go over the package and talk a little bit about the Chloe skills. So I think we should start with the Chloe skills. So the Fire Chloe is kind of interesting. I don't know how good she is, but she's got this weird adrenaline skill on her first skill. So it's a 50% heal. So she's got this 50% chance to restore 50% of her own HP, which is kind of weird because I haven't seen that on any other monster in MSL. Generally, when they have a healer on the first skill, it's going to be a 100% chance. They might have it where it's crit reliant, which, you know, now will naturally lower your ability to heal your monster. But generally, they have done the 100% heal. But 50% HP restore is pretty significant if she's built full tank. But it's very RNG based, especially for a healer, which is a little bit strange, but that's the Fire Chloe. And then she's got this 10% HP. She'll restore all your allies by HP by 10% on her AoE heal. So she's really just a healer, guys, and she's got this weird RNG based first turn HP adrenaline skill. And then just to look a little bit at the light Chloe. So the light Chloe looks like she's more of a PvP monster. So she's also got a very unique first skill. So the light Chloe, her first skill is unique in that she's got a 30% chance to restore 100% of her own SP. And I believe the only other monster that I can think of that actually has a 100% SP gain is going to be the wood sporus. I think that's what it's called, but you know, the little wood mushroom. He's the only one that will actually fully restore his SP gauge, and he's only a 2-star. So it's a really interesting morale boost on the light Chloe. However, she's not an attacker. And her second skill is more of a CC. So once she builds up her SP gauge, if you're lucky enough to proc it with that 30% chance, then she will basically AoE shock your opponents with a 70% chance, and then that shock will only last for one turn. And then we have the dark Chloe, which I think is probably what most people are going for if they're actually purchasing these packets. So the Dark Chloe has a 70% attack down. So, and then she's got a Courageous Strike on her second skill. So this monster is most definitely geared toward Titans. You always want to get an attack down on the Titan if you can. And naturally, anything with Courageous Strike is going to deal a lot of damage on the Titan. So she's interesting because generally dark monsters are more, you can use them as, you know, to attack the opposite element. So since she's dark, you could use her to attack the light Titan. But generally they take a lot of damage because they don't have the benefit of the decreased attack that the other elements have against, you know, their opposing element. But you know, darks will always take more damage when they fight light. So if you do use her against the light Titan, she will potentially die fairly quickly. But because she is neutral everywhere else, you can use her as kind of, you know, a substitute for an attack down, and then she'll have Courageous Strike on her second attack. So she's kind of like the Fire Verde and the Water Sparket, except she has a little bit of a better first skill. But you know, whether she's worth it or not to get that Courageous Strike, you know, I'm not sure. If you're using her outside of the Light Titan, she's not going to have the extra elemental bonus in fighting her weakness. So if you're using her instead of wood or water, it doesn't matter which Titan, she's not going to have an elemental advantage in those Titans. And then if you use her against a Light Titan, she has the potential to die very quickly and not be of very much use if she's not tanky enough, and if she doesn't get any boost souls to actually get off that Courageous Strike. Now, being a dark monster, it is very nice to have them on a crit build, which always makes dark monsters more powerful, but it also makes them much harder to build. So, you know, that's one reason a lot of people may have to re-roll. So you might have to re-roll in the package if you get a light and you really wanted the dark, but also you might be a little disappointed if you don't actually get a dark with a square slot, at least one. And you know, that is what it is. It's RNG, guys. I don't know if you think that these monsters are actually worth you know, spending or re-rolling. But it's always a consideration. Crit rate is always a consideration when you're looking at dark monsters, because it just increases their damage potential so much to get them on 100% crit rate, no matter how else you build them, or as close to 100% crit rate as possible. So crit rate is a thing with the dark one. Now you don't have to build them on crit. It's just that it adds significantly more damage potential to their attacks. So, you know, and in talking about that, I think we can look at the actual package that they're offering. So the package is basically 990 Astro Gems in order to buy a Fire Chloe. And the Fire Chloe comes with some gold and with some energy and dragon sigils. So dragon sigils are always nice, guys. If you actually buy this package, and I'm not telling you to buy it, I strongly believe that wherever you want to spend your Astro Gems, that's up to you. But if you do buy this package, then make sure you actually run dragons. I can't stress enough how important it is for new players specifically, because I think it's harder. I think it's most people don't realize when they start the game, unless they actually look into it, that it's very important to get into dragons as quickly as possible and to use all your dragon sigils. I think generally the fire dragon is probably one of the easiest ones for most new players to get into, and that's generally because you can run Golem's B8 pretty easily. But that's a different video. But in this video, you will get dragon sigils, which is a bonus piece to this package. So if you buy it, use those sigils because you paid for them, and you always have the potential to get a siphon set, which is, you know, what you kind of need, which is what everyone needs to increase their farming potential everywhere. The other dragon gems are very nice to have, but you know, the key ones to get as quickly as possible are going to be your siphon gems. So one Fire Chloe with her extras for 990 Astro Gems, and if you buy 3, then you will get a legendary secret egg, which will hatch a 4 to 5 RGB astromon. And then if you buy 5, that's when you have the opportunity to get the light or dark Chloe, and we talked about that already. So and then naturally, unless you're going to glean these monsters, you are going to need 16. And guys, so there is one other way to get a Chloe, and to be guaranteed a variant Chloe, and that is if you go into the shop section at the bottom of your ship. Just hit the shop button, and as you can see, and then you hit the crystals tab. As you can see, you can spend some of the crystals that you earned while doing your summon, your 10+1 summon. You can spend those on a variant Fire Chloe, so that will guarantee that you will get a variant if you're actually pulling these monsters. Now, I will say that spending 500 on one variant Chloe, personally, I would prefer to spend my Astro Gems on the Gleams, but that's me. So, you know, guys, if you're a whale and you have a lot of these essences, then, you know, maybe it is worth it for you to get a variant Chloe. But I think the Gleams are probably a better, for me, they would be a better investment. But yeah, guys, so that little fire variant Chloe is the hidden Chloe that I kind of added into the teaser for this video. So I do think that hidden Chloe is kind of like the free Mari that they gave us at the end of the Mari event. If you guys who are watching the video, if you were playing during the Mari event, you may remember that toward the end, they actually gave every player a free Mari, which was kind of strange and made a lot of people angry because they already put enough Astro Gems to get 16 into the Maris, or maybe they gleamed them, but they didn't realize that they actually had one free Mari that they could use in Evo 3, the ones that they bought. I do suspect that this is in place of that free astromon, and what they're doing is they're forcing us to actually pay for it, but kind of sweeten the pot, they have made it a variant because, you know, it would be extremely RNG based for those people who are buying the packages to hope for a variant astromon. But so basically, instead of giving us a free monster, and I don't know if they will do the same thing and give us a free monster at the end of this event. I suspect that they won't with this hidden with this hidden Chloe. I don't think that they will, but you never know at 433. But they've added, basically, instead of giving us the free monster, they've added a cost to it, and they've kind of forced you to, and they've guaranteed the variant. But, you know, it was kind of strange for players who did not go for the Maris to get this random Order Mari. I still have mine sitting in my box, and I don't know whether to feed her into a Heroes Festival or to keep it because it was an event monster. I can't see myself gleaming the Mari, considering all the other monsters that need gleams at this time. But yeah, so basically, instead of giving us a free monster, that at this point in time that I'm making the video, I suspect that they've just added the cost to it. And with that, I am going to say thank you guys for watching. I hope that you found this to be helpful or interesting. If you like this video, definitely hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you like my content, and leave me a comment. I'd like to hear what you have to say about variant Chloe's. I know there are a lot of feelings right now about her. So, guys, I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.